Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Stowe outdoor lantern. This is the 362024. It's also another Stowe pendant and some awesome Stowe outdoor sconces. Check them all out. You can use this fixture inside as well. There's no reason why you can't, so just kind of remember that too. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself, independent of what it's hanging from, and that's coming in at 11.4 inches high. Diameter is pretty good. It's about 18.4, so it's got a nice size to it. The piece of glass is 5.3 inches tall and 9.3 inches in diameter, so it's pretty large too. It can accommodate a pretty big bulb we'll talk about in a second. Hubbardton Forge only sources their glass from the best glass makers in the world. This is hand-blown glass. It's very thick on the bottom. You'll notice that when you see it. I want to show you some more information about a lot of this, and how we're going to do it is to look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for Installations Instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, which is going to show you the part is the glass, the fixture, the canopy. That's a round part that's going to go up on the ceiling on your 4-inch junction box. This is what you guys have up there. That's coming in at 6.5. This is only 7.5 pounds. That's the aluminum fixture plus the glass, so it's not very heavy. It only hangs from this, and you're fine with that. And more on that, it's going to ship with 15 feet of wire, and it's going to ship with 1 foot of chain. So this is actually indoor chain. It's a 3-foot piece, but your piece is going to be aluminum for outside. If you are going to be using this inside and you want to use aluminum chain because it is longer, just email me and I can kind of walk you through what you need. Anyway, so getting back to chain, it's going to ship with 1 foot of chain. Again, if you need more, contact me. Chain has a little seam on the side of it right there. It allows it to open and close, and what you use to do that is this little guy here. This is called a chain separator. I got this on Amazon for less than 20 bucks. When you squeeze it, it'll open the chain up, and when you want to close it again, you put the chain in here and push it down, and it'll close it up without leaving any marks on it. That's going to be pretty important. So well worth having one of these around the house, or make sure your installer has it so they don't put any marks on your chain. Okay, let's move into something else. Let's talk about what you can get as far as light out of this. It's going to be using an E26 socket. That's just a standard socket we all grew up with. It takes just a simple bulb like this. This is called a A19. So an A19 is a standard size light bulb, and it's just a screw-in bulb, so there's nothing fancy about it. You can get them everywhere you walk into, any kind of store. If you want to stick with an incandescent, you can still do that up to 100 watts, but I don't think you really need to because there's so many good LEDs out in the world for you to use. And here's a couple of them. This is the old school LED. I don't think it's going to be so great in this because remember, you're going to be kind of looking up at this through clear glass, so I don't think I want to look at a old school LED like this, but I would like to look at something like this. So this is the new phosphorus LEDs, and these are pretty nice. They have a kind of an Edison feel going on, Edison light bulb. It's clear. It's going to cast light in all directions, which I think is really important. Other thing about this light, this bulb, is I can find it, again, anywhere I can find this older LED, I can find this. So every hardware store, home center, Walmart, they all carry them. The light coming out of these is going to be offered to you in different ways. They're going to offer these to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's going to be a super yellow light like a setting sun, which, you know, if you're using this inside, you might be using this over a kitchen table. And maybe that would be nice, 2700 Kelvin. But if you're using this in other applications, look at the other spectrums too that you can get. So the other side of all that is going to be called daylight, and that's kind of a bluish white light. Not my favorite, but you see those kind of light bulbs used in convenience stores, hospitals, that kind of stuff. That's a bluish white 4000 Kelvin. What we like to use in our showroom, what I probably would recommend for this, is going to be 3000 Kelvin. That's the light coming down from this LED above, and so you can see how nice this looks right here, and that's warm white, soft white. So wherever you find these, you're going to basically find that selection, kind of zero into the one that you want to use. Most people who are going to be using this outside, like on a stairway or a front porch, do not need a dimmable version of the bulb. It may come dimmable anyway, so that's fine. If you're using this inside, I would definitely zero in on the dimmable aspect of the bulb. That would be kind of important. If you are looking to see what this looks like in your project, this is a cool thing you can do. You can email us images of your front porch or your garage or whatever you're doing, wherever you're going to be using this fixture. We have very powerful AI tools. We can take this fixture, place it in your project, send that back to you, that image which now has this in there, and we can even delete the one you have now. So delete the lantern or light you have put ours in, send it back to you, and you get a beautiful full color rendering. So you get to see what this looks like before you ever buy it. You should take advantage of that. It's a really great thing. It only takes us a short time to do it, minutes, and it's something we can do for you without any problem at all. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft-grade aluminum to make their outdoor fixtures. Aluminum holds up the best in incredibly harsh environments. When you're out and you look up in the sky and you see all those jet airliners running around up there, those are all made out of aluminum for a reason. And part of that reason is it holds up great, like I said. It also forges beautifully. It holds finish beautifully. It doesn't rust. Remember that. It's very important. And they're virtually indestructible when they're all finished. So how Hubbardton does it is they take the fixture itself, they're going to wire it up at the top, they're going to put a wire at the bottom, they're going to send a current of electricity that's going to go through this fixture, making it positive, and they put it into a spray booth with a picture of the woman next to me. You can see she's spraying finish around it, and because it's positive, it's going to adhere to every nook, every cranny, the top, the bottom, the whole thing. After that, they're going to take this and they're going to move it into an oven. That oven is going to melt all of that down and create a very hard shell. So it makes it, again, virtually indestructible. So they've also tested these things in these wind chambers. So they take the fixture, all covered in that epoxy powder coat. It's going to go into that chamber. They're going to shoot salty seawater at it at high velocity for hours and hours and hours, just like you were at the beach and you have like a hurricane coming in, which to me is going to be pretty much the worst environment you're going to run into. So after they tested these and found out that they hold up incredibly well, Hubbardton Forge offers basically the best warranty in the lighting industry. And you can see that on the page for this. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link, and click on that and it'll show you the entire warranty and how it all works. Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.